Green and off. Leonard Maltin now looks back on her career for us. Leonard.
Well, John, Ava Gardner was one of the great screen beauties of all time. I might even say breathtaking. And hers was a genuine beauty, not manufactured. Even age couldn't really diminish it. The woman behind the beauty remains something of an enigma, a shy person by her own account who shunned the spotlight as much as possible given her public life. And very much a free spirit who conformed only as much as she had to become a working actress.
Hi, Miss Gardner. Oh, Miss Gardner, will you hold it, please? Now, pretty.
Make no mistake, Ava Gardner was a star with a capital S. She even played herself in this cameo in The Bandwagon with Fred Astaire. It was a long way from the tobacco fields of Smithfield, North Carolina, where she grew up dirt poor, one of 7 children. A photo of the beautiful teenage Ava found its way to MGM, and the studio signed her to a contract. She spent the next 5 years paying dues in bit parts at MGM and slightly larger roles in such B-movies as Ghosts on the Loose with the Bowery Boys.
Glimpy, look!
And then came The Killers with movie newcomer Burt Lancaster in 1946. Suddenly, she was a star.
Jake tells me you're a fighter.
Do you like the fights?
I'm afraid I've never seen one.
And just as suddenly, MGM, which hadn't thought much of her talent, realized what it had in Ava. Soon she was co-starring with the likes of Clark Gable, most memorably in Mogambo.
May I ask who you are?
Well, her name is Kelly. Eloise Kelly.
She earned an Oscar nomination for this saucy performance, one of the few times she received the recognition she craved. 1 year later, she played the tailor-made role of a cabaret dancer discovered by Hollywood director Humphrey Bogart in The Barefoot Contessa.
Senorita, your bare feet are showing.
She played opposite the top leading men in Hollywood throughout the 1950s and 60s. And as she matured, she lost none of her beauty or her on-screen spunk.
I'm a New England spinster who is pushing 40.
Well, who the hell isn't?
Gardner's films became fewer and fewer as she opted to live her life away from the camera. Her highly publicized marriages to Frank Sinatra, Artie Shaw, and her first to Mickey Rooney made her in later years an even more private person.
I'll always love Ava. Ava has a lot of people that love her. And unfortunately, Ava is all alone. And that kind of breaks my heart.
Apparently, that's how she wanted it. In later years, she worked only on whim, turning up in such unlikely films as Earthquake. Fans prefer to remember her from a time when the camera seemed to make love to her, and she reigned as the most beautiful woman on film.
In one of her most recent print interviews, she said, "They always call me a movie star or a Hollywood glamour queen. Those labels always seemed so fake to me. All I ever wanted to be was an actress, preferably a good one."
Thank you, Leonard.